So finally, Fantastic Four First Steps has released. And honestly, after watching the 2015 version, I had lost some faith in these characters. There was a small fear that this might go wrong again. But man, this film stretched my expectations just like Reed Richards himself. Let's first talk about the positives, because this film genuinely does a lot of things right. From the very beginning, they smartly used a short montage to show us the origin story of the Fantastic Four, their powers, and their public image. Everything was explained in a creative, compressed format. You must have noticed that these days when superhero franchises reboot after 5-6 films, they don't bother retelling the origin stories. Same is done here. The characters are established efficiently within just 5 minutes. In fact, this feels like the first MCU movie that truly stands on its own. There's no pressure of the larger MCU, no multiverse baggage, just a standalone superhero story that feels complete by itself. Even if you haven't seen any MCU movie before, you can still enjoy this one without any confusion. The world building here is also quite unique, with a retro-futuristic vibe that's somewhat similar to what we saw in the Loki series. Talking about characters one by one, all of them feel solid in their roles. Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards is amazing. They've integrated his intelligence and stretchy powers well into the plot, though the stretching itself doesn't feel that impactful visually. But hey, when the villain is as powerful as Galactus, there's not much you can do with stretchy limbs. Sue Storm is the emotional core of the film. You'll feel that she's the glue that holds this entire fantastic family together, just like moms do in our own homes. Her chemistry with Reed Richards feels mature and grounded. Johnny Storm is in full-on flame-on mode, full of energy. There were a couple of one-liners from him that made the entire theater burst into laughter. Yes, he's used as comic relief, but it's never overdone. Wherever the scene demands seriousness, he delivers. Now let's talk about Ben Grimm, the Thing. This character feels slightly underused compared to the other three. His emotional arc could have been explored more. His connection with the family is shown nicely, but his overall impact on the story is minimal. There isn't a specific turning point or twist that revolves around him. And now, the Galactus. The moment he appears on screen, glowing eyes, booming voice, not joking, you'll forget to blink. Galactus feels like a legit threat. When he's on screen, your eyes won't leave him, and even when he's gone, his presence still lingers. He's just that good. And the last, Silver Surfer in this version is Shalla-Bal, graceful, powerful, and emotionally layered. We get a bit of her backstory, but it could have been developed more. Still, her screen presence is top-notch. Now about the VFX and CGI. I don't even need to say much. You have to experience it yourself. The action sequences are top tier. There's one particular long escape sequence. Just when you think it's over, it kicks up again, and the excitement doubles. Teamwork is portrayed beautifully in all action scenes, especially in the climax. Every member gets their moment. As for the music, Michael Giacchino once again delivers a banger soundtrack. The score enhances every scene perfectly, but of course no movie is perfect. So let's talk about a few negatives too. First, the runtime feels short, like really short. The movie is only 1 hour and 55 minutes long, which results in surface-level storytelling for some characters, especially Silver Surfer and Galactus. If they had just 15-20 more minutes, we could have gotten more depth. Ben Grimm's character also feels sidelined. His emotional scenes could have used more weight. Even the climax battle might feel underwhelming to some, especially those expecting a more grand and intense showdown against Galactus. Personally, I was satisfied with what was shown, but yes, expectations may vary. CGI in trailers did look a bit weak, but in the final film, massive improvement. Whether it's Galactus, Silver Surfer, Ben Grimm, or the action set pieces, the visual effects are excellent. Though yes, the child character's VFX looked a little weak in a few places. You can definitely tell it's CGI. Now, talking about the overall feeling, I really enjoyed it. The MCU's recent track record has been up and down, but this feels like a fresh start. No forced cameos, just a clean, complete storyline with emotion, thrill, and classic Marvel action. And honestly, I'm extra happy with how Galactus turned out. I couldn't even imagine how they would portray him, but they pulled it off beautifully. This is the kind of movie you can watch with a friend who knows nothing about the MCU, and still both of you will enjoy it equally. As I mentioned, the only downside is that it feels too short. Several characters feel incomplete due to lack of screen time. They deserved a bit more to create a better emotional connection. And yes, it's a Marvel movie, so of course there are post-credit scenes. There are two. The mid-credit scene is important for the MCU's future, so don't miss it. The end credit scene though, you can skip that one. So if you've already seen the movie, let me know in the comments what you thought. And if you haven't, when are you going to watch it? Smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest MCU breakdowns, updates, and theories.